Have you ever Googled yourself and been a little creeped out by what you found? Here's the scary truth. Your personal data is being bought and sold online every single day without your consent. But don't worry, you do have options, and I'm here to show you exactly how to clean up your digital footprint. After months of research and testing countless methods, my team and I have developed a step-by-step framework that delivers real results. No fluff, no unrealistic promises, just functional, practical steps that you can start implementing immediately, even while you're watching this video. And here's the kicker. In the second half of this video, I will reveal a far more efficient method that can save you hours, if not days worth of effort in removing your information from the internet. First, I made a digital exposure emergency kit for you. It is a step-by-step guide that will show you exactly where your information is online, along with my proven methods as to how to make it disappear. Whether you're worried about identity theft or stalkers, or you just value your privacy, this blueprint will help you find and delete your information from the internet. It is 100% free, and the link is in the description below. Every time you share your information online, intentionally or not, it becomes a part of your digital footprint. But here's the good news. You can fight back, and here's why you should. Maybe, like me, you're a small business owner and you don't want your personal information linked to your home address. Maybe you have a family and you're trying to protect their identities. Or maybe you've been through something traumatic like having a stalker and you're trying to stay safe and protect yourself for the future. Or you're trying to take proactive steps to avoid identity theft. It could even be as simple as wanting to get fewer spam calls. But how did we get here in the first place? Well, there are these companies that are called data brokers who collect, package, and sell your personal information and the personal information of millions of people around the world. It brings us to what I call the data broker pipeline. First, your information is compiled, scraped from sources like public records, online surveys, loyalty programs, apps, even those free Wi-Fi login pages from coffee shops. Then it gets aggregated, compiled into a profile of you. They combine things like your address history, your shopping habits, your social media activity, and more to create a unnervingly complete profile. It's like they're making an unauthorized biography of your life. From there, it gets sold to anyone from advertisers, insurers, even potential employers so that they can make decisions about you. Finally, there's redistribution. Once your information is packaged and sold, it does not stay with that one buyer. It gets copied and sold and copied and sold and copied and sold again and 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 again. Which is why, even when you successfully remove your information from one site, it often pops up on another. Now, step one.
Stop taking Facebook surveys!
But in all seriousness, let's take a look at some real search results from Intelius. Now, Intelius is one of the biggest data brokers out there, and what we're about to see are some real search results that my associate Emily has agreed to share with us from her own personal search. So let's take a look. Okay, yep. So, you got to put in your name and birth date, and then they start searching. Yep, there's public records. Yep, and that includes dating sites. That's one of those other things. You forget that those are public, but they will scrub your information from wherever they can. Look at all this stuff that they're sifting through. Now, here's the unfortunate part. This is not a one-time thing. This is a constant battle. So now that you've seen how bad this can be, let's go through the step-by-step process of how to take down your information from Intelius specifically. When I started making this video, I planned to walk you through the opt-out process directly on the Intelius website. But here's the thing, there is no direct opt-out process on the Intelius website. See, they bury where you need to be under pages and pages of FAQs and help centers and all of these other settings that intentionally make it more complicated and unclear what you're actually doing. At one point in the process, there was a link that said, account opt-out, put in your email. So I put in my email and it said, we'll delete all information associated with this account. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's fantastic. I thought that would have been a lot harder. But here's the thing. I got an email 2 minutes later saying, hi, you don't have an account with Intelius, but we'll keep this on file. So we didn't actually delete anything. All that was doing was deleting, if I had made an account with Intelius to buy information, it would have burned that account. That's all that was. But they word it in such a way that it makes it feel like you're actually doing something when in reality you really aren't. So back to the actual process of removing your information from Intelius. So Intelius is owned by a company called PeopleConnect, and theirs is the opt-out form that you actually need to submit. They call it their Suppression Center. This is exactly what you need to fill out. And it is in that resource link in the description below. Their direct link is there along with 49 other data broker sites. Again, I cannot stress enough how difficult they make it to find this information, which is why I put it all together in a spreadsheet for you to use. All right, so we're on their Suppression Center site. Let's keep going. So first, you enter your email address that says it's free, so far so good. Then they send you a verification link. You click that link in your email, and it takes you to a form where you put in your name, your date of birth, and the city that you live in. Then finally, you have the option to have your information either displayed or suppressed, and voila. So there are two ways that you can remove your personal information from these data broker sites. The first was the manual method, which I just took you through for Intelius. But if you're feeling overwhelmed right now, so was I. Now, imagine that process, but for literally hundreds of websites. It's so overwhelming, and it will take you hours and hours, if not days, of you sitting in front of the computer trying to get all of this done. Even if it's a small win when you do remove your information from one of these sites, it's Sisyphus. You are pushing a rock up a hill forever. Now, in the second method, the first step is to just take a deep breath. Because it is about to get a whole lot easier with DeleteMe. Speaking from personal experience, this is one of the easiest and fastest ways to get your information pulled down from these data broker sites. And the best part, signing up could not be easier. All right, start by going to the DeleteMe website using the link in the description below. Click on Join Now, and it will show you a few different plan options. You'll want an individual plan, unless of course you have a family and you want them covered as well. Once you've chosen your plan, you'll create an account with DeleteMe by entering your email address and a password. From there, you'll fill out a form with the information that DeleteMe will need in order to pull your information from these data broker sites. That'll include information like your full name, any previous names, your current and past addresses, phone numbers. The more accurate and detailed information you can provide allows DeleteMe to find the most amount of information out there. One other thing that DeleteMe does make you fill out is a limited power of attorney. That does sound scary, but all that does is it allows DeleteMe to act on your behalf when it requests the removal of your information from data broker sites. It's just another step that these sites put in the way from you getting your information off of their pages, and DeleteMe takes care of that with the limited power of attorney. And that's it. Once you've given DeleteMe that information, they go to work for you. They contact dozens of data broker sites, submitting opt-outs and removal requests on your behalf, taking that information down and ensuring that it stays removed. In less than a week, you'll receive your first privacy report. This outlines how many listings DeleteMe has found and where your information is exposed online. For example, in my own testing, my report showed that DeleteMe scanned 354 listings to find my information on 182 instances across 30 different websites. This report also showed me that I saved an estimated 11 hours by letting them handle just the initial scan. So if we math that out, estimating that your time is worth roughly $20 an hour conservatively, that's about a $220 savings of just your time of reviewing listings. That's not even counting them managing all of those opt-outs and removal requests on your behalf. One of the most important things you're paying for with any data broker removal service is its ongoing protection. Every 3 months, DeleteMe will complete a new scan of dozens of data broker sites to see where your information has been reposted. They then go through the process of submitting the takedown requests and providing you with an updated privacy report showing where your information has repopulated and where it's being taken down. This, in my opinion, is the most important part of any of these services. It all happens automatically. You don't have to spend any of your time managing removal requests or constantly looking for where your information might be vulnerable and may have been republished. If you do choose to sign up for DeleteMe, go ahead and click the link in the description below. You'll receive an exclusive discount to get those services even cheaper. And as an extra bonus, you'll be supporting the channel at no cost to you, which I greatly appreciate. So, let me know in the comments what you decided to do. Are you taking the DIY approach, or is the spreadsheet working for you? Did you decide to go with DeleteMe? I want to know how it's going. What's worked? What hasn't worked? What challenges you're facing? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for spending time with me today. If you appreciated this video, please send it to somebody else who you think could use it. Now, if you do decide to go with a service like DeleteMe, do me a favor. In 90 days, Google your name again. And enjoy the fact that nothing is there. I am Joel with Security Hero. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one.